Now, welcome everyone to today's all levels practice. As I just mentioned, if you do practice with props, I would certainly recommend to have them close at hand. 2 blocks and a strap would be advisable. Just before we get into our movements, we're going to spend a little bit of time in this seated meditative posture. You'll see that I'm taking Sukhasana, easy seat. You can copy me, or you could choose another seated pose of your choice. But what I do want you to try and bring in to your awareness through this posture is just finding that stability, this support and strength through your upper body. So try to avoid sort of hunching or dropping the shoulders inwards. And alternatively, try not to overextend or try to lift the chest too forward and up. Excuse me. So what you'll be experiencing then when you do start to feel that the spinal muscles of your body are supporting your spine, you almost start to feel as if there's like a freedom with each inhale and exhale. That's a big term there, like the freedom through the inhale and exhale. So if you're not experiencing this freedom, this almost difficulty with your breath, it can often be related then to your posture. So if you're finding it difficult to find this easy breath in, this easy breath out, and I would almost suggest maybe just to lift the seat a little bit higher. So you might have to lift up onto another prop, just getting the sit bones off the floor. And what this will do is it will release this sometimes caught up tension in the hip flexors, enabling you to find this freedom to your breathing. And it may even be the case that through these first few minutes of breathing in this seated posture, you might not be able to come away from this sort of energetic dullness in the spine. It can be quite a long process in so many ways to find this freedom to the breath. What we will be doing today, though, is noticing how we're breathing here to, again, referring to how we're breathing at the end of today's practice. Okay, those with the cross-legged seated position like me, you are just going to switch the legs. Just bring the back leg into the front. Alternatively, if you're on your shins in that kneeling position, just stay on your shins. Continue in this seated posture again for another 4 to 5 breaths. Finish your next breath. Okay, good, everyone. Open up the eyes. So today's focus will be looking at where do we breathe in what posture that we are in. So, for example, this is the kind of biomechanics behind our breath and how we breathe. Is when you take an inhale, your inhalation actually goes to the area of the lungs with most volume. So the most space, let's say. So if you're in a forward fold and you're folding over towards the front to the legs, the back of the body, of course, the back and the side ribs is going to be the area of most volume. So your inhalation finds it easiest to expand into that area of the rib cage. So the back of the diaphragm, the back of the rib cage. Now, of course, then we have a back bend, for instance, and that's going to then open up the front of the body, right? So then we have more awareness. Our inhalation will find it easier to flood oxygen, breath into the front of the ribs, just due to because there's more volume, more space in the back bend. And then we look at other types of spinal positions, yoga postures, like side bends. Of course, you're seeing here that my left side here is going to have more space. So of course, it's going to be easier to flood breath into that side. And alternatively, of course, once you go to the other, it's going to be vice versa, the same for the other side. When you look at twists and things like that, the area of the body that seems a bit more compressed, you're going to notice that the area with more space is going to be more awake, or you're going to be able to flood inhales a lot easier into that area. And if you breathe or you practice with this intention, and especially some of you that are in this practice that are, sometimes join my intermediate and advanced practices, you bring these fundamentals into your movement practice, whatever stage you're in. And what you'll start to do is you'll start to really open up your practice in a way in which you really start to experience yoga in itself. Because we're using the breath then to dictate the sensations through the body, even to the extent where this breath, if we bring this awareness in, just makes us so much more conscious and makes us so much more present. Okay. So just remember that as today's focus. Breathe to the area of most volume. I will be guiding you through this practice and telling you where to breathe, where not to breathe in some cases. Just take one more breath here in your seated posture. Okay, good, everyone. Just simply open up the eyes. Just release your seated posture. Come forward onto hands and knees. Any props that you had, just move to one side. And just for the next few breaths in and out, just start to move between your cows and your cats. So you roll your shoulders down and back as you inhale. Lift the chin, the chest forward and up. Extending the spine here. As you exhale, push down to the hands. Flex through the spine, round it into cat. Inhalation, shoulders roll back as you move into cow. Good. Just do these two postures, these two movements to your own breath, nice and slow, moving smoothly between each position. Okay, finish the exhale. You come into like a neutral position. Look between the hands. Slight push between both hands, both arms. Step the right foot back. Just walk the right foot across to the left. What you'll feel here now is a stretch down the right side of the body. So just take a few breaths here, just breathing into the area you feel the stretch. Sort of flood the inhalation into that right side. Some of you want a little bit more through this stretch, just reach the right hand forward, and you may notice then that that stretch will intensify slightly. Come back into all fours, so right knee, right hand steps back. Simply change to the left, so left leg reaches back. Slight push, so slight flex spine, and then left foot shifts over to the right. Holding it here now, you're going to be feeling some form of sensation, some stretch in that left side. So breathe into that left side. Breathe into that left area of more volume. You may even start to notice as you take deeper inhales into the more spacious side, that the inhalation itself creates that stretch as well. Again, if you wanted to make this a bit more intense, walk the left hand forward. Stay for 3, for 2, and then on the 1, easily come back into all fours. Nice, everyone. Inhale, once again, come into cow. So roll shoulders down, lift the head, look up. So front of the body is more spacious here. So breathe into front ribs, inhale. Stay in your cow now for your exhale, breathe out. Okay, press into cat. Stay here for an inhale, exhale. Breathe into side and back. Exhale, breathe out through your mouth. What you might be noticing here is as you exhale, your front ribs pull in. Very good, everyone. Simply from here, just sit back onto the feet for child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. Breathe into your side and back ribs. Keep your arms extended in front of you. And as we look forward at the hands, start to push a little bit stronger through both palms. So first knuckle of each hand presses into the floor. You're going to try and turn your biceps up to the ceiling. So you externally rotate your shoulder. Now I want you to reach your hands forward so you also elevate the shoulder. You might feel the shoulder almost brush the sort of floor of the jaw. Keep that action, that activity through the arms, that external rotation. Start to tuck the toes and then start to lift your knees. Come up into a downward facing dog. And then from here, all of you just simply shift the weight from right to left, left to right. Keep that form, that strength through the arms. Take a few moments here just to check in with your breath in your downward dog. Let's bring some alternative movements into the down dog. So you're going to bring the right toes onto the back of the left heel. And just simply use the weight of that right foot to press the left heel down into the floor. Simply change, switch feet. So left toes rest on the back of the right heel or Achilles of the right. Press the weight of the foot down into the mat. And very slowly come back into downward dog. On the next inhalation, we make our way forward into plank pose. Lower down onto the knees. I'm going to take my hands just a little bit wider than I normally would, and then I roll my biceps forward. So turn the biceps forward. Depress the shoulder. I'm going to be saying that quite a lot today. So draw shoulders down and back, and then slowly start to bend the arms, come all the way down to the floor. Shoulders still depressed. Inhale, lift your chest. Now let's bring an awareness into breathing into the front ribs here. Inhale into your front ribs. As you exhale, actively draw your shoulders down and squeeze elbows towards your side body. Good, everyone. Release the back bend, lower onto the chest. Sit through child's pose. Lift the knees, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here now. Keep your heels, your downward dog still. Breathing in through the nose. And breathing out through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And one step at a time, simply walk the feet to the top of the mat. Palms to your lower legs. Inhale to half lift. Stay in your half lift. Double chin here. So chin draws towards the throat. Take an inhale into your side ribs. On your exhalation, slowly fold forward. Uttanasana. Stay in your fold for at least one full breath. Inhale into your side and back ribs. Open your mouth, exhale, breathe out through your mouth. Just take one more breath here in your fold. Inhale into your side and back ribs. Exhale, breathe out through your mouth. Okay, good, everyone. Hands placed on the hips, eyes are closed. Press through the feet. Inhale, slowly. Come up to a standing position. Tadasana, palms placed to heart center, eyes are still soft. Just a gentle bend in the knee. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, breathe out through your mouth. We're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutation A, but we're going to spend a few breaths in each pose, just bringing that awareness to where we're breathing in each posture. Inhalation, rise the hands up. Hold it here. Take a deep breath into the front of your ribs. Stay here, exhale, breathe out. As you come to end of exhale, simply fold forward, bring the hands to the floor. Forward fold, or Uttanasana, some that know it. Inhalation into side and back ribs.
Stay here again. Exhale, breathe out through mouth. Start to notice the movements you're creating through the breath. Inhalation, come up into half lift. Again, hands to lower legs. We stay for one full breath. Inhale, side ribs. Exhale, breathe out through mouth. As you finish, exhale, hands to the floor, step back to plank. Take another breath in here, breathe into side and back here. You see I'm pushing through the spine, finding the cat-shaped spine. Inhale, side and back. Stay for the exhale, breathe out. Another breath here, inhale through the nose. Let's lower down to the knees for the first round, lean forward. As you start to exhale, deep press shoulder, bend the arms, come to the floor. Squeeze both glutes, both buttocks, inhalation, front ribs, cobra pose. Exhalation, depress your shoulders, squeeze elbows to side body. Good, everyone. Sit back through child's pose and then lift the knees as you energize through both arms, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Try to now spread the breath evenly, front, side, and back ribs. Okay, next inhalation, rise the right heel up and back. On the exhale, slowly bring the thigh into the body, step between the hands. Simply step left foot forward, inhale to half lift. We stay for one full breath. Breathe into those side ribs. Exhale, stay here, breathe out. As you finish, exhale, fold towards the legs, stay in your fold. You'll see here that I'm resting my rib cage on my thighs. So if you can't quite manage that, bend the knees. A really nice posture to open up the lower back. Inhale up into side and back. Exhale, breathe out through mouth. Fantastic, everyone. Push through feet. Inhale, slowly stand, rise the hands up, reach up. As you exhale, stay in your Urdhva Hastasana, so stay here. And as you finish, exhale, hands place to heart center. Close off the eyes. You may be feeling quite awake now through this type of breathing. I'm going to repeat that same sequence with the same breath awareness. Inhale, rise the hands up. Stay here, exhale, breathe out. As you finish, exhale, simply fold forward, come to the mat. Bend those knees, rest rib cage on the thighs. Inhale into side and back. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale to half lift, hands to lower legs, flat back, double chin. Inhale, side ribs. Exhale, breathe out. Great, everyone. Step it back to plank. We've got up to 2 breaths here now. So push through the arms, squeeze your legs. Inhale, side and back ribs. Exhale, breathe out. Again, inhale, side and back. Option to lower down without the knees coming down first. If it's too strong, knees come to the mat. Exhale, slowly lower the body to the floor. Don't lift too quick. Squeeze the glutes first. Inhale, lift the chest. Breathe into front ribs. Exhale, roll shoulders away from the ears. Draw elbows into side body. As you finish, exhale, you transition through child's pose. Lift the knees, downward facing dog. Again, 3 breaths. Spread the inhale in all directions. Nice and easy, left foot rises up and back, left leg up. 1 step if you can, place the foot between the hands. Next, inhale, right foot steps forward. Find your half lift, stay here as you exhale. Finish, exhale. And then fold forward towards your legs. Stay in your fold. Inhale, side and back ribs. Exhale, breathe out. Good, everyone. Inhale, stand, rise the hands, Urdhva Hastasana. Stay here, exhale, breathe out. Good, as you finish, exhale, hands placed to heart center. Again, soft eyes, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Inhaling, rise the hands up. Moving a little bit quicker now, exhale, folding forward, hands to the floor. Inhale to half lift. Step back to plank. Start to exhale. Take another inhale here, side and back ribs. Lean the body weight forward, knees can come down first. When you're ready, exhale to the floor. Glutes are strong, inhale, front ribs, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise the right foot up, grow nice and tall. So you'll see that I'm lifting high on the left heel. One exhale from here, place the right foot between the hands. Inside of the right palm here, right hand. Easy twist. What we need to do is turn left fingers to the left long edge of the mat and rise right hand up. So you find easy twist and we just relax the head here. So left ear falls to left shoulder and that top hand reaches for your right hip. Now I want you to employ the same type of breathing. So inhale here more into your top right side, your right lung. Completely relax your jaw, open your mouth on your next exhale, breathe out for your mouth. You do one more breath here. Inhale into that top side. On your exhalation, reach that top hand for that right hip. Do that nice opening sensation to the right side. Release this twist. Look to the floor. Push through the front foot as we inhale, slowly stand up now for high lunge. Now you'll see that I'm bending my back knee a little bit. If you haven't already, some of you know what you're doing here, but really make sure you engage your rear bum. So have a touch if you feel you're not sure what that means. Engage it, contract it. Take a deep breath in here into the front of your ribs. Stay here as you exhale, breathe out. Okay, one more breath. Inhale into the front of the body. Now, as you exhale, see if you can sort of scissor your feet. So you try to pull your front foot back and draw that left hip forward, an isometric contraction. All complete your exhale, pull front foot back, left hip forward. As you finish exhale, release. Step it to plank. Deep breath in, squeeze the legs, push through the arms, exhale to the floor. Inhale, front ribs to cobra. Those comfortable here, press through the tops of the feet, lift the front of the hip. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Fantastic, everyone. Inhale, left foot rises up. Step the foot between the hands as you exhale. Right fingers turn to the right. Easy twist. Left hand rises up. Hold it here. And then again, we relax the head. Right ear, right shoulder. Left hand reaches for left hip. Breathe in through nose, relax the jaw. Exhale, breathe out through mouth. One more breath here. In through nose, inhale. Breathing to left side. Relax the jaw. Exhale, breathe out through the mouth. Reach that left hand for left hip. Fantastic, everyone. Release, look to the floor. Slowly stand to a high lunge. Hands reach above the head. Again, soft bend in the back knee. Engage your rear glutes. Feel stable and strong here. Inhale, front ribs. Exhale, breathe out. Now we make that isometric engagement again. Inhale, side ribs. On the exhale, pull front foot back, right hip, right leg forward. As you finish, exhale, release. Step it back into plank again. Take a breath in. Good. Lean the body weight forward. Exhale slowly to the floor. Take your time again. Move to your own breath. Glutes are on. Inhale, front ribs lift the chest. Exhale, stay here, roll shoulders down and back. Okay, very nice. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. 3 breaths, breathing in. Breathing out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Last breath here, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Take your time from here, one step at a time. Start to walk your feet to the top of the mat. Once you've arrived, inhale, find half lift. Long spine, double chin, breathe into side ribs. Stay here, exhale, breathe out. As you finish, exhale, fold towards the legs. Rib cage rests on the thighs. If you don't find that connection, that touch, bend your knees. Relax the head, breathe into side and back. Breathing out. Good, everyone. Hands placed to the hips. Inhale, slowly come up to a standing posture. And you keep your feet, if you haven't already, shift them to hip width distance. Start to bring the weight into your left foot. Just a little bend in that left leg. The right heel lifts off. Okay, lift right thigh bone away. You hold it here. Maintain. Slowly take right knee across to the right. Now, as you turn that right leg out to the right, try not to allow the body to turn with the leg. So the body is still facing the top edge of the mat. And what you'll find then is that right thigh doesn't go too far to the right. Okay, hold it here. Bring the hands together, heart center. Now, in this posture, how are we breathing? It's going to involve a bit more concentration as we're balancing on one foot. But as you inhale, keep the head neutral. So a bit of a double chin here. Tuck the chin towards the throat. Take a deep breath into your side ribs, front and back ribs if possible. Stay here as you hold your balance. Exhale. From here, simply start to grow the arms. Extend the fingers up. Reach up through the shoulders as well. Take a deep breath into front, side and back. Exhale, breathe out. Fantastic, everyone. As you look to the floor, that right knee comes into center. With control, nice and easy. Try not to lose your balance. Step that right foot all the way to the back of the mat. You might feel it a little bit in that right hip. So spin the back heel to the floor for warrior one position. Now you'll see that my back toes are kind of pointing to the top right corner. Do the same. Start to push the back heel into the floor as you bend a bit more through the front knee. Good. Left hand, left hip. Inhale, rise the right hand up. You bring that hand, that right palm to the back of the head. Press the head into the hand. And then slowly side flex to your left. Good. Take a deep breath in now to your right side. You'll feel a stretch coming from that front hip all the way up the side of the body. Keep pushing the skull into the hand. Take a long exhale as you breathe out through mouth. Do one more breath here. Inhale into your right side. Pressing the skull back into the hand. Exhale, breathe out through your mouth. Very good, everyone. Now from here, the back heel lifts away and you bring the right hand across to the inside of your left thigh. Bend the back knee and we sit into the hips a bit more here. Again, engage your rear glute. Push against inner thigh, press back against hand. Inhale, side ribs, create that double chin. Exhale, make the effort a bit stronger. Push against hand, press back against leg. Breathe out through mouth. Do that for one more breath. Inhale, side ribs, double chin. Exhale, mouth, push against leg, back against hand. Breathe out. Release the pose, step it to plank. You might want to give that right leg a shake. Exhale, when you're ready, lower to the floor. Inhale, stay in your back bend. Breathe front ribs. You might be happy in an upward dog for at least the exhale. Finish the exhale. And then downward facing dog. Breathing in here. And breathing out. Take one more full breath into side, front and back ribs. And breathing out. Good work, everyone. One step at a time. Walk your feet slowly to the top of the mat. Feet again, roughly hip width distance. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, gradually folding forward, Uttanasana. Stay in your fold. Inhale, side and back ribs. Exhale, breathe out for your mouth. Okay, hands to the hips, nice and slow. Inhale, gradually stand up. Okay, neutral spine again, a bit of a double chin here. So draw the chin back, draw the weight into right foot, slight bend in right leg. Okay, left foot lifts away. Coming into that modified tree variation again. So left thigh moves to left, just abducts a little bit. Remember, keeping the torso almost fixed, not moving with that left leg. Bring hands to namaste, keep gaze forward, which isn't easy. Take a full breath in, try to equally spread the breath into side, front, and back ribs. Stay here as you exhale, breathe out. Take one more breath here, inhale into side, front, and back. Exhale, breathe out. If you're comfortable here, everyone grow the arms, reach up, maintain, elevate your shoulder, take a deep breath into front, side, and back. Exhale, breathe out. Good, everyone, nice and easy. Knee comes back into center, and then we slowly step that left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Okay, hands to the hips first. Spin the back heel down for like a warrior one position, those that know it. Those unsure, back heel is on the floor, back toes pointing to top left corner. Press that back foot through the mat. If you want a bit more of a stretch here, bring your front knee, bring a stronger bend in the front knee. Good, maintain here. Right hand, right thigh, right hip. Left palm rises up. Good, bring left palm to the back of the head. Push into the hand and then slowly side flex to your right. So lean to your right. Notice that stretch all the way up the left side of the body. Inhale into left side. Exhale, breathe out. Do one more here. Inhale into the left side. You might even be able to feel the breath reach all the way down into the hip. Exhale, breathe out to the mouth. Very good, everyone. Release, bring the body back to center. Now we lift the back heel away as we come into like a high lunge position. Bring a bit of a stronger bend through the back knee. Left glute is still strong. Maintain here. Slowly bring left hand across to the inside of your right thigh. Push against your inner thigh, but press back against the hand. Keep the spine upright if you can. Inhale into your side ribs. Exhale, push against your hand, press back against the leg. Do one more breath here. Inhale into your side ribs. Exhale, push against the hand, press back against the leg. As we finish the exhale, simply release that position, step it back to plank. Might want to give the left leg a bit of a shake here. Take a deep breath into side and back ribs. As you start to exhale, nice and slow, bring the body slowly to the floor. Inhale, you find your preferred back bend, cobra up dog, breathe into front ribs. Exhale, shoulders roll down and back. Okay, either child's pose here now for 2 breaths or find downward dog for 2 full breaths. Try to spread the breath evenly. Inhale, side, front and back ribs. Exhale, breathe out. One more breath here. Okay, right leg rises up and back. Nice and slow, knee comes through. Place the foot now between the hands. We find a warrior 2 position, so back heel spins to the floor. Stand up. Now, as we can kind of find like a neutral spine here, this is where we again spread the breath evenly through side, front and back ribs. Before we go into holding our warrior 2, make sure you engage the back, the left glute, the rear glute. Push through the little toe side of the back foot. Extend right hand forward, left hand back. Now I want you to turn the head so you look to the left. So you're not looking at the front hand. Take a deep breath in, into the side of your ribs.
Good. Stay here as you exhale, breathe out. Good. Take another breath into the side ribs. Now on the next exhale, what I want you to try and do is to pull your feet together as you breathe out through your mouth. You're going to feel the underside of the legs fire up when you do that. Do that for one more breath. Inhale into your side ribs. Again, exhale, pull your feet together as if you're trying to almost scissor the feet together. Good, everyone, nice and slow. Reverse the front hand, reach forward. Moving into reverse warrior, right hand reaches up. Now you have all that space to your right side, so breathe into it. Take a deep breath in. Good, stay here, exhale, breathe out. Still keeping left glute strong. Take one more breath. Inhale, right side. Exhale, breathe out. Good, everyone. From here, we lift the back heel away as we come into a twist. The left arm comes all the way across and we bring in the elbow to the outside of the leg. This is where some of you may want to bring the back knee to the floor. You may be able to hold the full expression. Hands come to namaste, palms together, hands to heart center. Inhale into your right side, breathe in. Stay in your twist, look over top shoulder, exhale, breathe out. If you're feeling comfortable here, whether you have the knee down or lifted, look to the floor. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, lift left elbow away from the leg. Stay in your twist, breathe out through mouth. Wow, release, nice. Step right foot back. Breathe into side and back. Exhale, slowly lower to the floor. You finish, exhale, engage glutes. Inhale, find your back bend. Breathe to front ribs. Wow, nice work, everyone. Exhale, meet in a downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale in all directions. Exhale, breathe out. One more breath here. Left leg rises up now. Grow nice and tall. On the exhale, step between the hands. Bringing that front foot more center. Back heel spins to the floor as you again rise to the warrior 2 leg variation. From here, and then again, start to energize your back leg. Squeeze right glute. Left hand is forward, right hand is back. Good. Turn the head to the right again. So I'm now facing my chest, my body more to the long edge of the mat. Take a deep breath into your side ribs. Exhale, breathing out. Now we're going to make this isometric. So inhale into your side ribs. On your exhalation, try to pull your feet together so you feel the underside of the legs turn on. Breathe out through mouth. So one more breath here. Inhale into your side ribs. Exhale, pull or squeeze feet together. Good, everyone. Reverse that front hand, reach forward. Left hand rises up, bringing all that space to that left side. Inhale into your left lung. Exhale, breathe out. You can feel the movement the breath is creating. Inhale into left side. Exhale, breathe out. Good. Now we lift the back heel. We bring the body all the way around to twist to the left. Elbow comes to the outside of the left leg. Again, if this is too much, bring the back knee to the floor. Namaste with the palms. Take a deep breath into left side. Inhale. Exhale, breathe out. Now, wherever you are, we're going to try and lift the elbows. You can look to the floor for this. Take a deep breath in. Lift the elbow off the leg. See if you can hold your twist, your spine as it is. Breathe out through mouth. Excellent work, everyone. Step back to plank. Tiring this breathing, isn't it? On your next exhale, slowly come all the way to the floor. Good. Point the toes, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, front ribs. Exhale, stay here, roll shoulders down and back. Very nice, everyone. Lower onto the chest now. And then come up into like a sphinx position. So elbows below the shoulders. I'm going to create 2 fists. So I turn my thumbs up and create fists with both hands.
Now from here, I push the fists into the floor and I lift the elbows. If you find that when you do this elevation with the elbows, that the lower back feels a bit energetically dull, then keep the elbows on the floor. We're going to make this isometric as well. So some of you have an understanding what that means. I have guided you through on some of the previous postures, but as you inhale here, push the fists into the floor. Now, as you exhale, squeezing your glutes, try to pull your fist towards your body without moving the hands. So you feel the sort of underside of your arms by the armpits and the side body start to fire up as the shoulders depress. Take one more breath here. Inhale, push the fists into the floor. Breathe into front ribs. Fists are pushing down. Exhale, pull fists back. Surprisingly difficult. Release the pose. Bring the head onto the hands and bring the big toes to touch at the back. Take a couple of breaths here as you just gently rock the hips from side to side. Okay, bend into both knees. Now, before we go anywhere, squeeze the bum. And as you squeeze the bum, try to then lift the knees off the floor. Hands placed by the side of the body like so, sort of onto fingertips. Then lift the chest a little bit. What you need to do is to depress your shoulder here, so roll them down and back, and then lift the hands off the floor. Reach the hands back for the legs, but do not touch. Take a deep breath up into your collarbones here. On your exhalation, try to reach the hands back and lift the knees higher. And what you'll start to do if you breathe like this here with this awareness, the back body will fire even more. Take one more breath into collarbones. Exhale, reach fingers back, lift knees higher. Fantastic. Child's pose. Sit back. Relax here. Let's all bring the knees together for this variation, everyone. So what you'll feel here is a nice opening to the lower back. So I want you to breathe into your lower back, breathe into your back ribs as you inhale, and open the mouth as you exhale. Just do that for another 2 breaths. Inhale into your back body. Long, relaxed exhales as you soften into this child's pose. Do one more breath here. Inhale into side and back. Exhale, breathing out. Fantastic. Nice and easy. Release the child's pose. Extend both legs forward. I'm going to give you a couple of options here for your Pashimoxanasana. So option 1 is to bring the feet together. Now, some of you have cut slightly wider set hips. You might find that when you bring the feet together, you feel a bit of a pinch on the inner hip. So if that's you and you feel that compression, there's nothing wrong with taking the feet slightly apart. And to the point, if you are feeling that compression in the inner hip, by taking the feet wider, you'll notice that compression starts to soften or even completely dissipate. Keep the legs strong here, so I'm starting to draw the toes back. Hands placed beside my body, and I push through fingertips as I sort of extend up through the sides of my torso. Keep the legs strong and engaged, roughly about 6 out of 10. Take a deep breath into your side ribs here. Now feel the body lift away from the hips here. Now as you start to breathe out through the mouth, start to move your body forward into that space you created. You're going to notice when you finish the exhale, the body just comes to a stop. Stay at that stop. Take a deep breath into your side ribs. Try to lift them up. What you should notice here that you've created a bit more length, a bit more space away from the hips. So as you again exhale, you've got a bit more space to fold into. Do that. Again, once you finish exhale, respect the stop, stay there. Take an inhale, try to create space. On the exhale through mouth, move into that space. Some of you might be sort of coming to your limit here in your fold, but wherever you are, just keep working and trying to create space and expansion through the inhale. And moving into that space on the exhale. Now, once you feel there's like pretty much not much more movement through your body, just rest the hands either beside the legs. You might be able to reach for the feet. If you have the feet, fantastic, but I don't want you to pull on your feet. You're just using your breath here to be almost a very honest practitioner. So your breath is guiding you in how far your body will fold, okay? So close down the eyes now, those that have kind of come to their sort of stopping point. Take a deep breath into your side and back ribs. You might notice the breath a bit more restricted here because we're resting the belly on the thighs. When you're ready, exhale, breathe out through your mouth. Take another 2 breaths here. Inhale into your side and back. Exhale, breathe out through your mouth. Last breath, inhale, side and back. Exhale, breathe out through your mouth. Okay, eyes are soft. Just start to notice here how calm your body feels whilst breathing with this awareness. Nice and slow from here, we slowly lift away from the fold. Come back up into your staff, your Tadasana. Now we're going to point the toes of the right foot. You'll see that I'm engaging that right leg. Hands placed beside the legs. Lean back a little bit for this. You might not find you'll be able to do too much. See if you can lift the right foot off just a few inches. Some of you might be able to lift a bit higher. Try not to overflex the spine. Take a deep breath in. You're going to feel it in that right thigh. Exhale, breathe out. Let's just take one more breath here, everyone. Bear with me. Inhale into your side, front and back. Try not to grit your teeth, relax your jaw. Exhale, breathe out. Okay, right heel, right leg relaxes. Point left toes. Squeeze left leg. Lean back a little bit. Lift left leg or lift left foot. Deep breath into side and front and back. Stay here. Exhale, breathe out. Just one more breath. Inhale, side, front and back. Exhale, breathe out. Release, everyone. Very good. Heel comes to the floor. Energize both legs again. Inhale, rise the hands. Notice that freedom you've achieved for your breath now. Exhale, fold forward. Again, come to where you stop. Relax the head, chin to chest. Take a few breaths now again into side and back ribs. You might have noticed a little bit more range in your fold. Really try to open up your back body with your inhalation. Fantastic, everyone. Nice and easy. Release the fold. You've made it. Bringing the feet onto the floor. And then you gently start to lower your spines, not too quickly, with control, to the mat. Keep a bend in the knees for now. So this is perhaps maybe one of the most beneficial postures in where we can achieve a neutral spine. The reason it's one of the most beneficial, one of the, let's say, functional neutral spine positions is because we're not fighting with gravity here. So we're resting on the floor. So we haven't really got to use much muscular effort to keep our spines upright or erect, right? So in this position, I want you to lift the head off the floor and draw the chin towards the throat. So you have a bit of a double chin here, and you might notice that the shoulders or the space in the chest increases. Now, as you breathe in, you want to allow the belly to rise. So inhale, the belly rises, exhale, the belly falls. But when we're breathing in here, we don't want to just breathe into the front of the rib cage. We want to breathe into the side ribs, the front, and the back ribs. Okay? So place your hands on your lower side ribs. So make sure you're touching your rib cage at the lower side ribs and not the soft tissue.
Take a deep breath in and breathe into the touch of the hands. And automatically what you should feel here as you do this type of action is that the belly starts to rise automatically, as well as expanding into side, front and back. Exhale, breathe out through your mouth. And what you should hopefully feel there through the exhale is the body reduce in volume as the front and side ribs draw in and down. Just do another breath here. Inhale into your side ribs, inhale into your hands. Open your mouth, slow exhales through your mouth. Good, everyone. Rest the hands by the hips. Now we're going to coordinate the movement of our legs with our breath. Okay, so on the inhalation, we lift the right thigh bone towards the body. You keep a 90-degree bend in the knee, and that the bend of the knee doesn't change. So as you start to exhale, slowly bring your right heel to the floor. You just touch the heel to the mat as you finish exhale. We've got a few rounds of this. Inhalation, right thigh bone to body. Breathe inside, front and back, of course. Exhale, right heel strikes the floor. Just do 2 more here. Inhale, right thigh bone to body. Exhale, heel strike the floor. Do 1 more here. Inhale, thigh bone to body. Exhale, heel strike the mat. Good, right foot places back on the floor. We change the left leg, same side, same thing. So same leg, different legs, same thing. Inhale, left thigh bone to body. Good, everyone. Exhale, left heel strikes the floor. You're going to feel your intrinsic core really fire here. Inhale, left thigh bone to body. Exhale, heel strike the floor. 2 more. Inhale, thigh bone to body. Exhale, heel strike the floor. Last one. Inhale, thigh bone to body. Exhale, heel strike the floor. Good, left foot back on the mat. Take a few calming breaths here before we do the next sequence of breaths. If some of you are starting to feel a bit more lightheaded, maybe a little bit more dizzy, that's not really a good thing. What you might be doing there is forcing the exhale, so sort of like exerting your exhalation. So before we go into the next round of breathing, really try to make both inhale and exhale as calm as you can, really soft. Okay, we lift right thigh bone off. Left hand comes across to the inside of the right thigh. So left hand to inner right thigh. Push against hand, press back against leg. Inhale, side ribs. Exhale, push against hand, back against leg. Breathe out through mouth. Relax breathing, remember. Inhale, side ribs. Exhale, breathe out through mouth, press against leg, back against hand. Inhale, side ribs. Press against hand, back against leg, exhale, mouth. Last breath here. Inhale, side ribs. Press against hand, back against leg, exhale, mouth. Release right foot, left hand to the floor. Again, just a few calming breaths here. Okay, change sides, left thigh, right hand. So right hand to left thigh. Inhale, side ribs. Press against leg, back against hand, exhale, mouth. Make the breath smooth. Inhale, side ribs. Back against hand, into leg, exhale, mouth. 2 more here. Inhale, side ribs. Press against hand, back against leg, exhale, mouth. Last breath, everyone. Inhale, side ribs. Press against hand, back against leg, exhale, mouth. Good work, good breathing, everyone. Left foot, right hand back on the floor. A few calming breaths to finish. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, everyone, option to remain here with a bent leg to finish today's practice. Those of you may be calling for the full Shavasana to straighten out through the legs. Closing down the eyes if you haven't already. Take this time, this posture, to really drop in. Soften your breathing, relax your entire body. And try to surrender to this posture. Trying to spread the breath evenly. So inhaling to side, front and back. Exhaling calmly. Oh. Start to conclude your final few breaths in your relaxation. And moving the head side to side. Moving your extremities, your fingers, your toes. If you would like to take any final stretch, please go ahead. And when you're ready, just make your way into a fetal position. Roll to a side of your choice.
And then when you're ready, rise to a comfortable seat. Let's all take the same seated posture we started the practice with. I'm going to come back into my easy seat, my Sukhasana. Choose the same seat that you begin with. And again, work towards finding that spinal position where you don't find any sort of energetic dullness, to the point where it feels free to breathe. Eyes are soft, bit of a double chin. Now, as you breathe in and out here, just again, bring an awareness into your breathing. Are you noticing any distinct differences between how you're breathing now compared to how you were breathing at the start of the practice? Enjoy this newfound freedom to your breath. And the final observation for today is then, how is this new type of breath, this new freedom of breathing, how is it making you feel? Enjoy this feeling. And finally, everyone bring hands together, heart center as you bow the head. We'll take this brief moment then just to bring a thanks to ourselves for making it to the mat today. And I would like to thank all of you for sharing your energies with me today, for being patient through this sort of moderately paced practice. Hopefully you're all feeling the benefits of this type of breathing in your movement. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.